Hey y'all, welcome to Unique Truth with Charjay. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before I get into anything, I want to talk about people and their driving. I mean, I'm coming here and it's like people don't stop for red lights. My sister was hit by a guy who ran a red light in March, tore her car up. Now she got to try to figure out how to get things back in order. Had to go buy a new car and she had just got that car paid for. It wasn't paid. I think it was January it was paid for. March somebody hit her. But I'm coming here today and I've been noticed this, but today is bad. It's like, why are you weaving in and out of traffic? I always say this: if you see somebody coming over on you and that side of their car is dented in, get out of their way, because evidently they done came over on somebody else before, and that's they move. They will come over and hit you, and it's already dented, so they don't give a shit about hitting somebody else because it's already hit. But I don't understand why people are doing this. I'm trying to get where I'm trying to go, just like you. We can all slow down and take our time, and I believe that most of the people probably don't even have insurance. You're doing 90 and a 25. You probably don't have insurance. And then you're going to tear up my car, wreck my life, probably kill me or kill somebody in the car. Slow your asses down. It makes absolutely no sense for you to be driving like that. I mean, icy weather, rainy weather, snowy weather, sunny, don't make them no difference. They doing 90 and a 25. And it's not always young people either. It's not always men. It's a lot of women. And I don't understand. If you have to drive like that, you should have left 15 minutes earlier. And that's the bottom line. So stop it. Stop not stopping at stoplights. I swear, you can't jump out there before when the light change, because it's still people coming. And it ain't like obvious the light just changed. It's people from a half a block down. They still coming, and you can judge what they finna do from their speed. Okay, so slow down, y'all. We all trying to get home, or wherever, to work, home, wherever, to see our family, our loved ones again. All right, sorry about that, but I had to because it's getting bad. And if one person that hears the sound of my voice decides to slow down and they make it home and they don't kill nobody, that's a good thing. All right. So today we are pretty much talking about getting through the holidays with your sanity intact and dealing with family freeloaders. Okay, so the holidays are here, and it's that time that families get together and spend time with one another. And it could be very stressful for some people. If you're the hostess, they're coming to your house and you're trying to make sure the house is clean and everything is done and you haven't forgotten anybody and you're trying to get gifts for everybody. Let me say this about that, trying to get gifts for everybody. This wasn't something I was going to talk about, but in my family, we and I'm going to talk a lot about what we do in my family because I think we do it right. Anyway, it's a lot of us. So it's a lot of kids. We divide the kids among the adults. So if it's 15 kids, 5 adults, everybody get, 3 kids, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Everybody get 3 kids in which to shop for. And therefore, the burden is not trying to get everybody all 15 kids a gift from everybody. No, we do that. We set a limit. You buy for your kids, for the kids, and everybody gets something and it's happy. That's how we did it when my mother was alive. And then each adult pulls a name. So you've got one gift to buy for an adult. You got a limit. It has to be $25 or better. Under 50, in between 25 and 50. And then we each do for your 3 kids. And that takes a lot of stress off of everybody. All the kids get something. My mom would buy a whole bunch of candy and cookies and put it in their bags, and then you put your little gift in their bag, and everybody goes away happy, and nobody spent a whole lot of money. If you got 3 kids and 1 adult, $25 a piece, you've only spent $100, as opposed to everybody trying to buy gifts for all 15 kids. Okay, that's just a little tip. News you can use. There you go. Again, I say the holidays are here, and it's time that we get together with one another, and it can be very stressful. Some people, it's stressful for some people. We always have our gathering, my family, on Christmas Eve. That's what my mom did. That's what I continue to do. And it's so you don't have to get up and come out on Christmas Day. The kids don't want to leave their toys. And for our gathering, we split the cost of everything, and my mother would cook all the food, but we would help her pay for it if she wanted us to. And then we bring whatever she said bring. For me and my kids, I cook. They bring whatever else. Like I cook the main part of the deal. They might stop and grab a pan of chicken and a pan of fish, and everything else is here. You make a lasagna and dessert, and that's it. And we do it like that on Christmas Eve, and we have a meal like that. It's just something to snack on, a hearty meal to snack on, because nobody wants to eat the same food on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. So if you give them something different, they'll eat it. And I noticed, excuse me, when I cooked all those big Christmas meals, nobody ate it while they were at the house. I was sitting at the table, and the only one who was sitting at the table with me was my one grandson, Joshua. Everybody else was playing with their toys. They don't want to eat when they're there. They don't want to sit down and have a big Christmas meal. They want to play and interact with their cousins and have a good time. So that's a stress relieving situation. I'm not worried about. I cooked all. They would take it with them, but I want to see people eat and then take some food home, because now I'm stuck with all this food that nobody wanted. And then especially they're going to eat it again on Christmas Day. It just doesn't make any sense. You make something light. This year, the oldest grandson, he was like, "Grandma, your lasagna is on point. I don't really care for lasagna. Can we have spaghetti?" So he called it. That's what we're having. The oldest boy has spoken. That's what we're having. I know the others are like, "Really, Grandma?" Yeah, the oldest has spoken, and we're having spaghetti for Christmas Eve dinner. Some chicken, some fish, some bread, some dessert, something to drink. That's it. Open your gifts, go home. And that's what it is. You don't want, you open your presents, you in and out by 6:30, 7 o'clock. You get there at about 3 or 4. In and out by 6:30, 7 o'clock. You stop, you get you something to drink so you can make it through the night of putting all those toys together, all that Christmas shit you got to put together for them kids. And you want to get your drink on the way home on Christmas Eve, because they stop selling booze at 9 o'clock on Christmas Eve in Michigan. I don't know what it is in other states, but no liquor is sold on Christmas Day. That's some news you can use. Get your drink before 9 o'clock on Christmas Eve. You get home, you get the kids in bed. You don't have to feed them. You just have to bathe them, put them in their little Christmas pajamas, if that's what you're doing. Some families go out like that. They put them in their Christmas pajamas. You wake up the next day, everybody's all dressed in their pajamas the same. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, okay? Not saying that that's what y'all do, but, I'm painting a picture of something that you could do. I wish I had somebody to wear those pajamas with. As soon as I get me a man, we're going to wear those matching pajamas and take those pictures. Y'all going to be sick of me, okay? Things that don't seem right. First, if it's something you want to say, comment, whatever, question, 313-355-6018. Give me a call. Some of you called last week. If you want to call and talk about last week's subject, I am open for that as well. I don't care what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about what I'm talking about today, or what I talked about last week or the week before, do not hesitate to pick up the phone and call 313-355-6018. Okay. So, things that don't seem right. Now, it ain't always easy in some families, because in every family and for every holiday, there is at least one person that comes to the gathering empty-handed. And they do this all the time. Every time you put something together, you will be like, "Well, so-and-so ain't going to do what I asked them to do." Well, they come to the gathering empty-handed. They manage to avoid bringing anything, or they bring the cheapest item that they can find, or they make a tiny salad or a tiny bowl of something that may feed 5 people when it's 30 people that need to be fed. Then they show up with this small bowl or whatever it is, with their 5 kids and some extra people. They eat and drink up everything, and they make plates to take home with them. So what do you do? What do you do? Now, I personally know most families have a family freeloader. Or, well, do you call them a freeloader? I don't know. Or someone who acts like this. And statistics say that this is common. A lot of families complain about someone in their family doing this type of thing all the time. What to do, what to do, what to do about them. Well, so, some of y'all know me, and personally, I would say something. My thing is this. If it's going to be stress and strife in the situation, it's going to be stress and strife on my terms and not yours. That means you're going to know what the situation, why she said, I don't understand. Well, let me tell you why I say that. You will not have to guess about how I feel about a situation. I am going to tell you how I feel. And I'm going to tell you that you don't get to do this. I would say something. Before the time comes, don't come here empty-handed or without enough for everybody. Don't try to just show up with your small bowl of, say, potato salad. I would collect money. I know people that say, oh, we tried to do it that way. We tried to collect money. They didn't want to pay. They complained that all we asked for was $40 per family, and that would have taken care of everything. Where the hell you think you and your 4 kids gonna eat for $40? If you go to the restaurant, you will pay more than $40. No, because it's 5, 6 of y'all, 4, 5, 6 of y'all. You can't eat nowhere for $5 a person and have a good filling meal that includes everything and have stuff to take home. Come on now. And I don't understand why people do it, and I don't understand why people take it. That's the thing. If they don't pay, they can't come. And I mean that. And if you show up, I'm going to embarrass you, because we are all grown and we shouldn't have to go through that. We shouldn't have to go through things like that. But some people would not say anything. They would just take this behavior from a family member year after year, which would in turn lead to a stressful holiday for the hostess. And this isn't only at Christmas, it's all the holidays. All the holidays that people try and do a family event. It's all the events where you should bring something. How do you do that? Statistics say that people would rather come empty-handed than bring something. They would rather do that. And I just don't understand that. That's fine if you're invited somewhere as a guest. But if this is a family function that we are just holding at my house, no, you must bring something. And it must be something of substance. Don't, like I said, come here with no small-ass bowl of potato salad talking about, here you go. You're not bringing ice. You're not bringing just ice. You're going to bring 5 cases of soda and ice. If this person can do it, why can't you? If Aunt Mary can give her $40, $50, you can too. Aunt Mary's on a fixed income. Why you feel you have to go, you get to go and not do anything? I don't understand that. Some people just give family a bad name. You're watching Wjzz Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It's the coolest station in the world. So I say some people give family a bad name, and what I don't understand is why do people think that they can do that, and that it's okay to do that, especially when we know they have money. I mean, they have money for weed, expensive liquor, and anything else that they want. Every weekend, they up at their house, partaking of these things, weed, liquor, partying at the house. They be frying chicken and fish and having a good time. But when we say contribute to the family function, they got a problem. They got a problem with it. Or they try to be cheap about it. So I say, if you're the hostess, speak up, tell them how you feel, get them straight, and if they get mad, who cares? They weren't going to bring shit anyway. So then you're not missing nothing. They won't be missed. And I'm just saying, take the stress off yourself. If you don't, you'll spend all your time upset with your lip poked out, mad, because this person or several people do this all the time. Speak up, because they are going to continue to do this, okay? They're going to continue to do this if you don't say anything. And talking amongst the others that are contributing behind their back, they don't care. They don't care. And you think they don't know? They know. They do this all the time. And it's always the same type. It's always the same person in the group. Always. that think they can get away with it because you all let them get away with it. Now, in my family, yeah, we don't get along all the time. However, in the past, when it's time to put something together, usually we bring what is expected or what they are told to bring. Nobody has ever showed up with a little of nothing. There's always a lot left over. Like, what we gonna do with all this leftover food? Or why would you bring all of this? And them saying, I wanted it to be enough. Or like when my sister brought a 5-gallon thing of salad dressing and said, because mama said get a big one. She meant the 48-ounce bottle, not the 5-gallon jug of salad dressing. This thing was so large that a couple of days later, I found the spoon down in there, and you didn't know it was in there because the bowl, it was about this tall and about this wide. It was a 5-gallon thing of ranch salad dressing. Somebody dropped a spoon in it, didn't even know it was in there. And family is not the only one that do this type of thing. Friends do it as well. Survey about this. One person said that their group of friends show up empty-handed and do not contribute to the gathering at all. They go through bottles of wine, beer, cocktails, and eat up everything. And the person went on to say, I enjoy their company, but I am beginning to feel taken for granted. And she went on to say, they never reciprocate or offer to bring anything. Wow. And yet you still hang out with them. You can't afford, especially now, nobody can afford. You can't afford to take care of people. And I know people that do this in real life. A girl came to a group dinner with us, which I don't like those because nobody ever pays what they're supposed to pay when we have those group dinners. But she came, she ate, and she left early and didn't leave her money. Who does that to their friend? You're supposed to be my friend. Or period. Who does that? Nobody does that, okay? And you shouldn't take it. I think I would have called her up and said, hey girl, you owe me $40. And I would have meant it. I would have went to her house and demanded my $40. I'm just saying. Because I think that's wrong of people to take advantage of people like that. My friends are not like that. We take turns hosting. We bring stuff. So I say you need to say something. This ain't cool. And tell them that you're not accepting that anymore. So I don't know. The holidays is what brings out, I think, the worst in people. So let's leave that at that. If you want to comment or say something, give your opinion on what we're talking about, something we talked about in the past, 313-355-6018. I would love to hear what you have to say about anything, really. Okay, so I know I do this segment called Things I Saw on Social Media, and not always is it about something trifling. Not always. I came across a write-up on COVID, and people have kind of let this one go, but it's still there. But it's not in the front of our minds because it's not plastered all over the news every day. So Michigan data, I can't remember the website that I ended up on from this article, but it says COVID is still going strong. And I saw this and I started looking into the numbers. Deaths from COVID are on the rise, and COVID is the leading cause of death in the U.S. That means that more people have died from COVID than from anything else in the U.S. And I have been a little lax in wearing my mask, but I think I'm going to go back to wearing it more just to be on the safe side. Average in Michigan, 50 people die from COVID a week. And the reported cases, those are the reported cases as of November 14th, less than a month ago. And over 3,000 people contacted COVID in the state since that week. And the numbers are higher. They believe the numbers are higher because people are using at-home COVID tests and therefore not going to the doctor and not reporting this. And so, and I know people, a lot of people I know didn't get the vaccine. They refused to get the vaccine. They get flu shots, but they wouldn't get the vaccine. And I did my research. I've got the shots. I think I've gotten 3, and I might get 1 more, and then that's it. But the object of the COVID shot is not to cure it It's to keep you from dying from it. And I think that's the big issue. And people are like, they can't tell me what to do. Diseases came up, and then they created vaccines for it. And we all have gotten those measles, mumps, diphtheria, chickenpox stuff. It didn't cure it. It just kept you from dying from it. And I got the chickenpox. I didn't get them until I was in my 30s. I got them from my son. He had them. I had the cough, the flu, and my immune system was down. And taking care of him, I caught the chickenpox. Wasn't a bad case because I had nothing better to do. I was at home in bed. I counted. I had about 30 of the chickenpox on my body because I ain't had nothing else to do. So I counted how many. You know, you're in the bed for 2 weeks. You're gonna think of crazy stuff to do. However, we got vaccines for it. COVID is safer to me than the flu shot. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying how I felt about it. I did my research. And people are like, well, I ain't taking that. Well, let me say this. You go to the doctor, you leave the doctor's office, you've got a bag full of pills that he told you to take. You don't know shit about them either, but you took them because the doctor told you to take them. Just like the COVID. Do your research and decide if that's what you want to do. Some jobs force people to take the shots. Not so much for the safety, like the hospitals, not so much for the safety of the patients, for your safety, that you don't get something from a patient. So you were vaccinating yourself, basically. I don't like that they made people take it, but, you know, it was, I ain't gonna say for your own good, but it was for your protection as well. I'll say that. And so when we're in the house, we're about to the winter, we're all closed up, germs and stuff. Stay safe at these gatherings. You know, that you all hugging and kissing and hey, good to see you. And, you know, you never know. And it lays dormant before it comes out. And you don't know if they've got COVID or if it's a cold. Because as soon as somebody start coughing and sneezing, you're like, what you got? So, hey, what do you have? You don't know. Take precautions. That's all I'm saying. Do what's best for you, sure. But if you're not going to get the shot or, you know, wear your mask. When you come to my house or whatever, we're together, wear your mask. And like I said, I've been really lax with it, and I need to get back to it because as you get older, you are more susceptible to stuff. And nobody wants COVID. I had it before they knew what it was, before it was named, and I was sick for like 2.5 months, and I treated it like a cold, but it wasn't a cold, but we didn't know what it was. And I think I've had mild cases of it 2 other times, but that first case, it was horrible. For 2.5 months I was sick, and that is a lot of time to be sick. So, and a lot of people have residual side effects from COVID. I think they call it long haul or long COVID. I don't know what they call it. But people's taste and sense of smell has not returned. So, you know, protection is better. Protect yourself. That's pretty much the bottom line. Take the time to figure out what's best for you and protect yourself. You know, if you got the shot, fine. If you didn't get the shot, fine. But don't not get the shot because you don't know what's in it, or look and see what's in it. That I did look and see what's in it, and it was okay, and I didn't have any side effects like when I got the flu shot before. They give you a little bit of the flu in order for you to fight the flu. I would rather, because you're still sick and you still could get the flu, so it's just so it won't hurt you, it won't kill you, because the flu can kill you too. But there's no COVID in the COVID shot. So, you know, decide for yourself. I just say, stay safe. Do what's best for you to be safe and to protect you and your family and your home. You got people coming in your house. I still do spray the house down with Lysol and disinfect. And I still have much hand sanitizer. I always wipe down the basket when I go to the grocery store. And I usually have my mask on, so I will probably do a little bit more of that because I've been out and about and I haven't been wearing it, but I'm going to start back to wearing it because I mean, you know, this is my safety that I'm concerned about, as well as yours. Okay. So again, stay safe. That's just the bottom line. If you would like to comment on this, give me a call, 313-355-6018. We could talk about it. This is a judgment-free zone. Your opinion matters to me. So, yeah, if you got something to say it. You're watching the Unique Truth Show with Sharjay, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like us, follow us, share us, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It's the coolest station in the world, okay? So I'm going to talk about a book, the Wjzz Book Club. Today I have a book by a gentleman named, his first name is Philip. His last name is not an easy one, but I'm going to try. It is Buddha Fuoco. Buttafuoco. Buddha Fuoco. It's a children's book named called Andre Learning Hairstyling. It's a quick read. It's a cute little story about a little boy and that wants to do hair, and how his siblings laughed at him, and how his father supported him, and how he didn't let the laughter deter him. Pick up a copy for your grandkids, for your kids. It's for Christmas. It's available on Amazon. I plan to speak with the author live in the next week or so, because more than anything, and this is a really cute little story. It's real quick. Maybe the words aren't hard. Maybe a 5-year-old or so would like it. I mean, you can read it to a 3-year-old, but a 5-year-old probably could read it to you. And more than anything, our goal here is promoting literacy. That's one of the main goals of the Wjzz Cool TV Book Club. So pick this up, help out Philip Buttafuoco. If I get him on the show, he's going to pronounce this for us, because I was kind of scared to even try to pronounce it, but I give it a shot. I spelt it out, broke it down into syllables. So, so pick up a copy, available on Amazon. Cute little story, and I think I read somewhere that it was a true story, and I believe that Andrew is his brother. Yeah. I dedicate this book to my brother, Andre. It's Andre, not Andrew. Andre Buttafuoco. So, they're from Italy. So, pick it up, check it out on Amazon, okay? Now, I have a short story in the Fall-Winter 2023 edition of Detroit Stories Quarterly. This is this. It's stories that are Detroit-centered, centered around Detroit. And what I have written is a story called Imagine Slave, written under my real name, Charlotte Jones. It is what I imagine my life might have been like if I had been born into slavery. There are other stories in here. This magazine is the winner of the 2022 Black Authors Matter Award. So there's a lot of good stories in here. Something for everybody. Check it out. That is also available on Amazon. And this is the 5th edition, I believe, because it's quarterly. Fall-Winter 2023. I think it said 5th edition. It was $15. It's a good read. It's what I imagine life might have been like if I had been born into slavery. It's not exact, and it's not all whips and chains or beatings or stuff. It's different. And I used some accurate Detroit facts about Detroiters who owned slaves back in the day, some of these prominent families that we honor in this city, that buildings and streets are named after, they owned slaves. So you might want to look into that a little bit too. A little history is in this story. And I always think about like how my life might have been had I had been born into slavery, or in different times, like in the roaring 20s or whatever. And I know God puts you where God wants you to be. I was not intended to be in another space and time. This is where I'm right where God wants me to be. I understand that, but you have to think about it I know everybody thinks about it, every black person. And then it's funny because I was talking to a white friend of mine the other day. She's from Germany, born in Germany. And she said she didn't know that there was slavery in Detroit. She never thought about it. And that's her life. You know, she never thought about it. Maybe she thought about some bad history that happened in Germany. Maybe she imagined her life had she lived in the bad times and during, you know, the things that were going on in Germany in history. But this is my life. And we come from different places, and she started going through doing research while we were on the phone. She's like, oh, I didn't know this, and I didn't know this. She's like, oh, and that's a part of it. You got to look at your history. Her history is not my history, and that's my point with this. There were things in Germany that that happened in their country. I never thought about. You know, not how it pertained to me or anything. And so when she said that, I understood what she was saying. It didn't pertain to her. She wasn't here. She wasn't born here, and she's not a black person whose family may have been enslaved. So I understand that. You know, she may have thoughts about Nazi Germany back then. I don't have thoughts of if I had been born during that time. It does not pertain to me. So these are things that, you know, I think about, conversations that I have with my friends. We real deep sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes. So what I have been able to survive during that time, you know, these are things that I think about, or what I have tried to help people, what I have worked on the Underground Railroad or helped people escape, or what I, you know, we have history that one of our churches, which I mentioned in the book, they were on the, they were part of the Underground Railroad. People escaped through this church, and so I try to put a little of that in there. It's not real heavy. It has you know, I don't know, like, I don't want to read about no slavery. Okay, it's not like that. It's really not. It's not like that. It's not, well, you, that's slavery, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, well, this is our history, number one, and number two, it's not like that. It's a quick read. It's interesting. I try to make it poignant. I try to make it where we at the end, you're going to be like, oh, haha, I like the way that ended. Okay. So that's just how it is. I think it's a good read, so pick up a copy. It's available on Amazon. You can Google it and find other places, because some people don't like to deal with Amazon. You can find other places to purchase it. I'm super proud of having something in this publication. I mean, I am super proud. It gave me a chance to show that I can write something about something other than sex, because as you know, the A Ain't Always for Apple series is sex, heavily laced with sex, okay? There's a little sex in the Imagined Slave story, but nothing like what's in the Ain't Always for Apple books, okay? The Ain't Always for Apple, those are available through Sharjay.com. The site is having some problems, so I may have to shut the site down to regroup it, to reorganize, to get it together. So, you can email me at lettejones@aol.com. You email me, you tell me you want the book, you cash out me, I'll send you the book. You do it today, I'll send it tomorrow. Okay? The books are $15, and with dealing with me personally like that through my email address, if you want both volumes, I will sell them to you for $25. So if you buy any two, I'll sell them to you for $25. That's dealing with me through my email, lettejones@aol.com. And because I have to get the website together. I don't know what's going on. Modern technology don't always be modern, and that's the bottom line. So go to the Wjzz Cool TV book club page. Go to our Facebook page and follow us. This is where we will give you information about books. About the books that I talk about on here. We'll be giving out information on all the books that come our way. and the information on the business of books, because it is a little difficult to maneuver the world of books, the publishing, the marketing, the distribution, author events, and book signings. We're going to try to help you as much as we can. When it comes to books, we will try to help you in any way, because combating literacy is important. It's our main goal for the most part, and we're going to try to help as best we can. If you want to send me your books so I can add to the page or I can talk about it here, you can do so by sending it to Wjzz Cool TV, care of Charjay, Charjay, 5470 Shane Street in Detroit, 48211. And when you send your books, ask for the media rate at the post office. It's a lot cheaper. And again, my books are available at charjay.com, but through my email, lettejones at aol.com. Tell me you want a book, and I will get it to you as fast as I can. You cash at me, I'll send you the book. Okay? And things you could use. So I saw this on TV, and I probably should have said this at the beginning of the show, but and I hope it's not too late, but I saw this on the news this morning. So Saturday, December 16th in Ferndale, the Horton Family Resource Foundation is doing a holiday giveaway. They say they can only help 500 families. You have to register, and the number is 248-961-8929. They say they have computers and bicycles and toys to give away. So call right now, register, 248-961-8929. So hopefully it's not too late. I saw this morning, and like I said, I probably should have said that at the beginning, because they seem like they have a lot of stuff to give away, and I don't want you to miss it. And if there's anything that I can help you get for you and yours, I will definitely pass it on. And don't forget that every Sunday we pass out food at Plymouth United Church, which is at 600 East Warren on the corner of St. Antoine. Now, I say we start at 11:30, but like I said, when I pull up at 10:45 to help unload, it's people lined up, okay? They're already lined up. And sometimes it takes us a while to unload and set up. If we get it set up early, we start earlier. The more we have, the longer it takes us to set up. And sometimes the guys that are in the line to get the food, they will come in and help us pass it out. It's like really just a community thing. There is no pushing, no shoving. It's good food that we give out. It's just a community effort. And I get up, I enjoy going over there helping this food ministry. It's mostly it's good, fresh, mostly produce from Trader Joe's. Sometimes there's bread and milk and meat. Other times there is not. So you never know what you are going to get. But like before Thanksgiving, we gave out everything for a Thanksgiving meal except for the turkey. All the potatoes, there were greens like collards and mustards and stuff. There were greens and sweet potatoes and potatoes. It was everything that you needed to prepare all your sides, except for like if you were making candy yams, there was no marshmallows. But we talking about you went to the store and spent an additional $10 and you had a full, lovely Thanksgiving meal. Okay, there was dinner rolls. It was everything that you needed to prepare to have for Thanksgiving. So we don't ask you no questions. We just we pray after we get it, because we're thankful for this. It's an abundance of food that we have, and we're thankful to have it. And we pray over it, and then we pass it out. That's it. That's just a little bit of your time to get a good meal. We don't always have the same thing. Sometimes we have a lot. Sometimes we have a little. It's what it is. It is what it is. We get what we have, and it's a first come, first serve. When it's gone, it's gone. So we don't make you stand outside. Now that the weather is getting bad, you come in. We have chairs. You can sit down. Just wait for us to finish unloading the stuff. And I expect the need to get higher as the weather gets colder and as the holidays approach, because you can't You can't do everything. You know, you have, if you've got $50 of disposable income and you need medicine or you need food, your medicine, you're going to go get your medicine, and then you don't have as much for food, so you come over here and get what we have, and it's enough. It's enough. We have a lot. Sometimes we have cases and cases of apples and cases of bananas. It's so much, and the reason why I say this every week is because sometimes we have so much, and we usually take it afterwards to a food pantry. However, it is so much sometimes that it's too much for the food pantry. One week we had 3 cases of avocados. There's only so much you can do with an avocado. I try to eat one every day for the protein, the fat, I'm sorry, because it's good fat, it's good healthy fat. And I used it yesterday in place of mayonnaise on a sandwich. So it's good for you. But you can only do so much with a avocado. Some people say they take them and give facials with them, whatever, but they're there. So come get them. And I expect the need to get higher and more as the holidays come around, because the holiday season, you're trying to buy gifts for people, which you shouldn't. If you got it, you got it. You don't, you don't. You come first, and people have to understand that you don't have it. But some people are still going to try to please their families. So if you can take a few dollars off your plate from food by coming to get what we have, then yeah, your holiday season will probably go a little smoother, you know. I'm just saying. You're watching Wjzz Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, coolest station in the world, y'all. Okay? On December 16th, Rising Star Missionary Baptist Church, 11525 Whittier, Pastor McNeil is doing a toy giveaway and resource fair from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is for the first 200 children that are registered by December 10th. They will get toys. You still have a few days to get registered. There was a whole group of events that was part of the POW, Pastors on Whittier. That's cute. Thank you to Michelle for sending me this. And that being said, if you have announcements of news we can use, please send them to me. She sent me this to my DMs, and I'm happy to pass it along. Now again, I say please check to make sure these things are correct. They're accurate. Don't just show up. Call first. And I want to say that sometimes in life we all need help. We all need help. I've needed help before. I may need help again. Never know. But I want to say this. If you are in need and shame is keeping you from getting the help you need, let that go. We all need help sometime, and not just the food ministry that I'm a part of. Any of it. If you need help, go get it. I'm telling you where you might can get some help. Go get the help you need, because times are hard and prices are up. So please use those resources that are out there. Okay? Do not sit back and, oh, I wish I had, when it's out here. If you can get a bike for your child or a toy for your child, something that you didn't have to buy that'll stretch your dollars, get up off your ass and go get it. It's out there. I feel like if you don't utilize these things, that I'm wasting my time telling you about them. I search high and low sometimes to find information to give you all, to help you all, and I would appreciate it if you guys went out and used it, okay? Yeah. That's the thing. If you don't use it, people think, oh, they don't want to give you that and blah, blah, blah. But they do. Where we're begging, I know I don't mean it like this, but I know it's just food that I pass out. But we're begging people to come get the food. All of us post it on our social media, and we get the same few people that come. I do know, and I want to say thank you to the people that came out that heard the sound of my voice, and they came and got some food, because we were talking. It's like it's some new people, and they didn't fit with our group normally, and somebody was like, those are Shara's people that she told about. And they were. It wasn't our usual crowd. Those were my people. So more of my people, come on out, get the food. We want to give it to you. We want to see you. We want to talk to you. Any other resource that I pass out, go get it. Information that I give you, go use the stuff. And with my group, we talk and share recipes. It's like a real fun thing. It's like we having a little event, but we're passing out food. It's like, well, what are you going to do with those? Well, I do this, and what do you do with it? Because I've learned a few things and I've taught a few things with this stuff that I pass out. So come on down. That's really the bottom line. Come get the stuff. Come get it. Okay? So, as always, if you want to be a guest on my show, or if you want to sponsor or advertise with me, reach out. You can drop me a message on my Unique Truth with Char J Facebook page, or on my website, charj.com, or let's let that go. You can email me, letjones@aol.com, LETTEJONES@AOL.com. I appreciate hearing from you. If you want to say something, comment, whatever, don't hesitate. Go on the Facebook page, hit the email, and, we can talk about it. This is also where, if you go to Let Jones at AOL, you can get my books, Volume A and Always for Apple, Volume 1, and Volume 2 1/4. Okay? You know what? I appreciate y'all so much for being here. I do this for y'all every week, and I enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy it, because I enjoy telling you about the things. And most of the things that I do, the topics, the conversation, is stuff that people have talked about, asked about, want to know about, appreciate me telling you about. And sure, you could get on the Google and on the internet and find out stuff for yourself. But for some reason, y'all like it when I do it for you. And that's fine. I don't care. I'm here to help. And I appreciate you for asking me for my help. So if you want to talk about something, if you want me to look up something, to make a phone call for you to find out something, I'll do it. No problem. Just let me know what you need me to do. I am here to help you. And I don't mind doing it, and I want to do more of it. So any chance that I can get to help you, give me that opportunity. So hold on, I wanted to catch that before I started playing. Anytime that you need my help or you want my help, do not hesitate to ask for it, because you may not always have somebody to help you. And while you have me and I'm offering to help you, you should use that. Okay? So thank you so much again for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I appreciate you being here. I enjoy doing this for you, so enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.